Hey everybody, welcome back to Hometown History. I'm Dami.
I'm Jamie.
And we have an extra episode for you with Meredith, Wolfe and Walt Bausman. And we are here at the New York Wire Company, and we're going to talk to them because they're the experts on this topic. And if you watched our previous episode that just aired, we talked about the history of the wire cloth industry in New York, and now we're going to build on that.
So we're going to start with Walt Bausman. Walt, you worked here for how many years?
49 actually.
49 years.
Amazing.
Wow. And tell us about what types of jobs did you have and how did they change?
Mostly, I started in final assembly, and most of my career was in management as a supervisor. And I worked in various departments over the years, and as the years go by, things change, technologies change, and procedures change, but essentially we did what we did, and that didn't change. Same thing every day.
It's interesting because our generation will switch jobs a lot. I mean, 5 to 7 different jobs that Dami and I are potentially going to have. But you're a company man. You stayed with the company.
Yeah, I started in 1970, and in 1970 in a different world. People were more loyal, they didn't change jobs so much. It was very different than before.
Was that your first job?
First and last.
One line resume. Wow.
Yeah, and you just kept moving up through the company then?
So tell us about any, did you have any things that happened to you at your job, or any day that kind of sticks out to you as an exception, something fun that happened on the job?
Yes, once employees brought in a service, and the service would send a girl there for her birthday, and she was dressed more provocatively, and it was just a day I always remember.
Oh, we are singing birthday parade.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the whistle back.
I
didn't know about that.
That's fun.
Put that one on the website.
So on your birthday, that's when she came.
What birthday was that?
I don't remember, probably in my 30s.
Okay.
It seems like a long time ago.
So one of the trademarks and one of the towers that have been preserved is the drying tower. So can you tell us, like, what was the tower used for?
That's when they did the liquid paint. We call it the liquid line, where it would get painted at the bottom, and then it would walk in the tower and dry and get wrapped up on the second floor. It would start on the first floor, go to the second floor, and then it would get inspected on the second floor also.
Was there a conveyor belt that lifted it?
No, it just went up to the very top, and it was really pretty
Oh.
very simple process. It just a big method, very simple.
So it dipped the screen, and then a string, a rope pulled it up to the
Yeah,
top.
a roller pulled it.
Okay, a roller.
And it dried, and very old equipment, very old technology. And eventually, emissions took it out. It couldn't compete with the VOCs and all that.
Huh. So you must have seen it change a lot then over time.
Yeah, very much. Then eventually went to powder coat, which is zero emissions. And we used to do electroplating, which was, I don't need to tell you about the environmental aspect of that. They still do electroplating, they just don't do much of it.
Okay.
It's just expensive technology.
Were the workers, when these big, I know for me, if they changed where the copier is, it's a big upheaval, in the faculty room. So when there were these huge changes, because you've seen 49 years, were generally people welcome to it, or was there some pushback in York County?
There's always pushback.
Yeah.
Sometimes not so much, but yeah, there's always pushback. People don't want to change.
Yeah.
I fall into the category. I didn't always want
Didn't
to
like
change.
it, yeah.
Except when they gave out raises.
So you ran a particular machine when you first started out?
Yeah, I ran an inspection machine. And essentially it just put a roll back and it goes through and cut out the defects and wrap it up. And that's what it was. It was very simple.
Is there anything that you couldn't stand about your job?
No. I loved all the work, and in the early days, we had good policy. It was a little hot in the summertime.
Was it hot?
It was a little hot. But it was, again, it was the 70s. It was different. Different attitudes, different philosophies than today.
So speaking of today, when you walk through New York Merchant and then over where the gallery is and you see the potential, what kind of memories come flooding back, or what do you think?
It's incredible what they've done with this place, with all the construction. And some places don't even mimic what it used to look like. Even I get lost. But and my hat's off to Mark and for finally taking an old building and doing something rather than letting it do disrepair and eventually burn down. I'm impressed.
Have any of your other old coworkers come back and seen what it looks like?
Yeah, they sometimes send me messages on Facebook and have you seen this place yet?
Well, that's good, and I mean, that's a great testament to what you guys are doing here, that the employees are coming back and they're talking to each other about the changes and that they're impressed with it.
So Meredith, tell us about, you were here from the beginning, and did you do a first walkthrough before it is what it is today?
Oh yeah. The pictures, they're still on my phone from 2019, and literally some places are just unrecognizable. We have a couple of different before and afters on our website, where some of like the main areas, and it's just, you can't, it's even hard for me, even seeing the beginnings, and, well, not like the beginnings, we got it, and then certain rooms today, it's unbelievable.
I know not many people could come into an old factory and look at it and envision this. You know, that's an amazing creative mind to be able to come up with something like that out of the bones of an old factory.
Yeah, the owners of this property, Mark and Lee, they're visionaries, and they have a really wonderful way of being able to see things that most people can't.
Right.
And then take the team and we make it happen.
I was going to say, and then you're boots on the ground.
Yeah,
They come through and they say, what about this? What about this? Okay, and you're thinking in your head, how can we make this work logistically? Like, what's our next step? And what's the structure?
And yet it all happens, and it's happening so quickly. I mean, the whole property is 215,000 square feet.
Oh my!
So there's a lot. To do, but we've done so much. I mean, even people who came 6 months ago will come in today and just be like, what's going on? Yeah. So I'm really happy
What
about that.
project are you most excited about?
What am I most excited? Well, one of the most recent projects has been the gallery space here, which I just love walking into this space and seeing all the beautiful artwork. Because here we pride ourselves on being a creative community and celebrating and supporting the arts and local artists. And York has a huge art community, and we really love being able to highlight that and then showcase that right here in the main space. You know, for everybody to see, regardless of what they're coming to the building for. You know, this is center stage, and it's beautiful.
When you have a one-stop shop, you have spaces available to rent to actually paint in.
Yep.
And
art
then
studios, office spaces, cities, retail spaces. We've got some marketplaces. We've got a lot.
Got
We've got a lot
everything.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, something for everybody for sure.
And one of my favorites is the atrium that you have.
Yep. One of our newest spaces, which again is one of those places where if you look at the befores, you can't tell because the whole atrium was boarded up. So now you go in and there's bright lights.
It's beautiful up there.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow. Man.
I think you should host a reunion for former New York Wire Company workers.
Wow, that's a
I
great
think that would be
idea.
really cool, just because you're saying that some former employees were messaging you and saying, "Hey, look at this building. Have you been there? How much it's changed?" It would be amazing to hear about people who worked there for 49 years, or even people that it was a one job and they came through for a few years and then left. It'd be cool to see what they think about the place.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Well,
There you
we'll
go.
talk more about that afterwards.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but I thought of that and listening to you talk about it, and with former employees, I think that would be a really cool opportunity.
So tell us about the cat colony and all the cats. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have about approximately 20 to 25 cats that we sort of inherited when we got the property. And we've been in the process of creating our own kitty land, is what we're calling it. Yeah. So we have right now out there the cat house houses, which you showed, and we've got, you know, snaps of pictures of the little kittens sleeping. And, you know, it's got to be quick because they're not super crazy when we come close. But yeah, we embrace our pet colony here, and you know, we've done the TNR process, so we make sure they're fed and they're happy. And,
Yeah, you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cats from the time you
Yes.
worked here?
At the beginning, it was only a few, and then,
Okay.
but they were scattered about, and the employees would feed them.
Did any take them home with them? Try and make a pet out of any of them? That's what I would be doing. Right? Like, collecting cats.
I think there are a few that are people friendly, but we're all on the team. We're all big animal lovers, so we
That's
knew
great.
that was definitely a priority in terms of our development. And you know,
Yeah, because they were here first.
they were. It's more their property than ours.
This is how creative they are here, and from the beginning. When we were doing our production tour last week, and we're walking around looking at the cats, and there's one alleyway that Meredith took us down, and someone pointed out to her that a cat ran through the concrete, and so they're going to call it now the catwalk.
Oh, that's really cute. The cowboy.
So they play off it. There's no, I feel like some places are very against the grain. They have to make it work into this box idea. But here, it's roll with it. How can we make this work?
Yeah.
Like, what's the new and next thing?
And if you want to see the pictures of little kitty imprints, it's on our social media.
No.
You'll never have to worry about a nice problem.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
They're helping you just as much as you're helping them.
So Walt talked to us about the drying towers. What are the plans for the drying towers now?
We're gonna at some point put colored lights in those windows so that, you know, at nighttime it's pretty and
Man, that's sweet.
something to look at.
Yeah. And if you could do it like Christmas oriented or Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
themes.
We'll change it up, yeah.
Man. Did you ever think that this place would look like it does now?
No. Working here so many years, it's hard to look at it then and see potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tend to stop in from time to time. You see the progress, and you can kind of see it coming together. And no, I didn't see potential. I just like the building.
Yeah.
That would probably be vacated and then.
Yeah, like so many others in the community. So it's great that this was saved.
Yeah. They tend to catch fire.
Yeah.
During disrepair, and then they tend to, yeah, it's very difficult to see potential in it. But here it is.
Yeah, that's great.
And two, being able, I mean, it's such a huge space within the local community that the opportunity to be able to take this and create a destination for everybody in the community and really, you know, be a part of revitalizing this area and, you know, contributing to the growth of the city is just, you know, we don't take that lightly. So we want to do our part. And
Well, and that was the question I asked you. I said, what would you say to someone who would say, well, you have such a big vision. Is there a community to support this? Do you see a future? And what did you tell me?
100%. We are so active already. I mean, we're obviously not even finished with the whole property, but we've been leasing out, and we've already been building a really special family here of creatives and visionaries.
Yeah. Dami and I just filmed our short, which is about 5 to 10 minutes, where we talked about how York City tends to have this kind of gap-tooth look, where you can see an old building that's not a parking lot. Oh, and then here's an old building that they're revitalizing, but then here's one that they're not, and then that's every town everywhere. New York is not unique in that way, but not here. You come through here, and you go through the makerspace, and every place is packed. It's not like there's, oh, well, this one's going out, there's a new one coming. It's completely filled up. Yeah. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you wish you could have shared, either from your experiences or future plans?
I'm excited about where it goes from here. You know, they still have a lot of space to develop, right?
Yep, we do. We have plans to expand our cafe into a full-service restaurant. So that's going to be coming down the line at some point. And just continue building out our spaces. You know, we have a lot to offer the local community for whatever needs they need. You know, customizable spaces, and we really try to make it work for everybody. And we're just very happy to be here. And thank you guys for, you know, hosting your episode.
Yeah, thanks for asking us.
I knew, you know, about our history, you know, just in creating our website and looking a little bit more in depth, but you guys just took it to a whole new level, and you know, we really appreciate you bringing it even more to life for us here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's
thank
our
you.
goal with
Right,
all of
yeah.
our episodes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, when you have a beautiful space like this, it's hard to
yeah.
pass up. And then the historian here as well. So thank you for tuning in. We have way more extras and shorts if you want to go online and watch them. And we just filmed our main episode. It'll be available on YouTube here in another week, but it is on Facebook Live on Metro Europe and Preserving History in Newburytown.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Well, thanks guys. Missy, thank you.